everyone, Tom from Lush Dollar here. Today we're going to talk about the many clothing apps that you can sell your clothes on, whether you want to sell it yourself or you want to have someone else sell it for you. I've listed some of my favorites. You can also check out more via the link in the description. As always, I like to get straight to the point and I'm always honest, so let's begin. So one of my favorite on the list, if you don't want to do any of the work, is a company called ThreadUp. And what you do is you put in all the clothing you want to sell in a kit. You'll fill that box up and then you'll send it out using their free shipping label. This can be done via FedEx, USPS. Once they receive your stuff, they'll list it on the site, and when someone buys it, you get paid. Now, before you start shipping all of your clothing out, you'll want to make sure that they accept it. And you can see beforehand on the website. But first, let's touch upon the payout percentages. They do pay quite low in comparison to a lot of sites that I do mention. So if your item's in that $5 to $20 range, you only make 3 to 15%. But in the case of 50 to 100, you can make 30 to 60%. And to know what you can make, you can use this payout estimator. So in my example, I did American Eagle jeans. It says after the payout, you can make about $3. And then in terms of how long it'll sell, you can look at the top here. It says mall and value brands, which would be American Eagle, take about 60 days to sell. Now, it can take longer than the 60 days because if you go to the selling process page, it can say that processing times take longer. In this case, it's going to take 20 weeks. So add that to the 60 days and you could be looking at months before you get your cash. But nonetheless, if you want to make money and not have to do anything and you're happy with collecting 15 to 50%. It's a very reputable site. It's very popular, and it's one to consider as long as you're patient. Kit's free. I put the link in the description, and I highly recommend you go back out to that payout estimator and plug everything you have in there to see what you can make. Poshmark is probably one of the bigger sites on this list. In fact, it is one of the #1 sites where you can sell any of your clothing related items and accessories. You can go to the front page and see what's trending. You can see what's selling. And if you're a seller, it's going to work like a lot of these. You're going to list it by taking a photo, and it takes less than 60 seconds. Then you can share if you have a network of shoppers, and then you can earn your cash. Once it sells, they'll give you a prepaid label. You'll slap that on a box and you'll get cash in pocket when it's delivered. In terms of the fee policy, it's very simple to understand. It's always free to list, as most sites. And after your item sells, they will deduct a small fee from the final price. For sales that are under $15, the fee is a flat $2.95. If your item is above $15, then they will take 20%. So in most cases, you're going to keep 80% unless the item is under $15. With that fee, you get a free prepaid shipping label. They process the credit card, your customer support, and the sales tax is automatically calculated. So Makari is a great app if you want to sell your clothes and you want to do it yourself and get the most for your money. And how it works is you can list in minute. You just take a few photos, add a description kind of like eBay, and then you set your price. And then the cool thing is there's no meetups. You just ship it and they will give you a shipping label that you print and slap on a box and ship it out. And this is all tracked in the app. And on this site, you could sell more than just clothes. As you can see as I scroll, they have everything from handbags to kids' clothing. And when you land on a page, when someone's going to buy, for example, this is the clothing one, you can see the price that you get to set, and then most of the time they'll accept PayPal, and then the shipping is added on, and then you get that shipping label to slap on the box as I mentioned, and then you ship it out. In terms of fees, you're going to see that there is a 0% fee to create a listing, and then a minimum fee of 10% of the item price for a completed sale, which is charged to you. So if we went back to that Nike one, it's $35, they're going to charge at least $3.5, so $3.50. And there will be transaction and payment fees as well, depending on how you accept your payments. Other than that, the payments are pretty low in regards to the other website. So if you were to get $35 on this website, for example, if you sold on ThreadUp, they're going to almost take 80% of that. In this case, they're only taking 10%. You list it, you can list it today, and you don't have to wait for the 20 weeks to sell it. You could sell it instantly almost if you price it right, and then you could have your money in a couple days. No meetups, and you can slap the label on. This is a very, very good alternative if you want to use your app and list within seconds. Again, links in the description. Is a very easy app to use, and it's one of the most popular that I'll mention here. Curtsy, this is a buy-sell app for cute clothes. This one, you are going to take pictures of your items, and then people will buy it, and then you'll have to ship it out. So to sell on it, posting just takes a minute, add the pictures, describe your item, and set your price. They'll even suggest a price to make it easy. And then when your item sells, they'll send you a prepaid shipping label, so you have to provide the box or envelope, put your clothes in there, and then tracking scan. And then they'll add your earnings once everything is confirmed. In terms of fees, curtsy fee is 20% or $3 for items that are $15. They use this fee to run their platform. Most places, with the exception of very few, do charge a fee. So just plan on paying $3 or 20%, whichever is greater, when you sell on this app. It is free to list. Again, you can list your clothes on as many as you want. Just make sure that you delete them once they sell to avoid any problems there. Another one like Makari, if you don't mind selling on your own, is Vinted. And the great thing about these apps is you can put all your clothes on every app if you want, the selling ones, and then once it sells you can delete it off all of them. So in this case, it works in the same way. You'll download the app and you'll take photos of your item, describe it, set your price, and then tap upload. Your listing is live. And then once it sells, box your item and follow the shipping instructions, and just make sure you send within 5 days, and then it's payday. There is 0 selling fees, so what you earn is what you keep, and then you're paid once the buyer confirms that they received it. This one is similar to that of Makari. Like I said, the listing will look something like this. If you land on the page, it has the price as well as what the shipping costs, and then people can message you similar to that of eBay or most of your selling sites. And in terms of shipping fees and selling fees, there are no fees according to the frequently asked questions. There are no fees for uploading your items and selling them. So it's free. This means once the sale is successfully closed, you will receive the full selling price. Very few apps do this. So if you want to put it up, sell, and ship it out and do it all in one place, and you don't mind shipping it and keeping every dollar you earn, this is one to keep high on your list. So the Real Reel is one that you'd want to use only if you have name brand designer items. And to see what they accept, you can go to the page. Again, I linked in the description. It's going to be your higher end items. So here's the top 10 designers that they sell right now, in Prada, Gucci, those types of brands. And if you have a lot of those brands you're looking to sell and you don't want to sell it, you'd rather have someone else do it, then you can book a free appointment and someone will video chat and take a look at all the items. And they buy more than just clothes. They buy sneakers, handbags, jewelry, watches, and so forth. And they do all the work for you. They sell it, and in terms of commission, you can earn up to 85%, but like most sites that I mentioned, the rates are going to be dependent on the pricing structure. So for example, if at a resale list price of $145 or less, you get 40% of the sale price, and it keeps going up as the price increases. They also have commission and benefits. The more you consign with them, the more you can earn. So if you sold 10,000 or more with them, you'd be a VIP status, and you could earn all these perks as well. I'll link again, check it out. This is one only if you have the higher end designer items and you don't want to sell on your own. It's one to consider. So I wanted to include this one really quick. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's OfferUp. It's similar to that of Craigslist, where you will meet the buyer locally. If you're comfortable with doing that, in the case you're not, you can ship it out. As you can see, some people do have shipping options where they'll have to pay or you add it into the price. And OfferUp is free to use with the exception of certain transactions, as I mentioned, like the shipped items may include service fees or shipping costs. And aside from that, you can promote your item so that it goes higher up on the list when people are browsing particular items, but this is 100% optional. Again, OfferUp's great if you don't mind meeting locally. People can sell pretty quick on here. If you do, just remember to meet up in a safe spot, such as a police department. Okay, that sums things up. As you can see, you can sell on your own. You can have someone else sell it for you. Also, check out Facebook Marketplace and eBay. Those are other ways to sell pretty fast. If you are going to sell, try to sell on your own because you're going to make the most money in doing so. And a lot of them let you ship things out using a prepaid label, so there's not a lot of work involved. Check out the links in the description. Also, follow the Lush Dollar link as there are even more options to consider. Also, check out the website, lushdollar.com, for hundreds of ways to make money, save money, be smart with your money. Also, check out the video section as I continue to add more. I'll see you guys next time.